Hey guys, John here with a silver update, a technical analysis video by request today. Silver is actually doing some interesting things technically that I want to bring to your attention. First off, I want to highlight these two main trend lines. The more steeper, most recent one coming up to about the $40 zone. That was obviously recently clean broken in like 2 days from the move down from 40 down to 20, 25, 26, not long after the Bernanke did his twist. Now, we've also got this longer term trend line right back from the GFC lows, which silver has been respecting for the last few years. That brings it up to about 23.75, which, if you remember my sort of few videos ago, that was my potential downside target, and I didn't actually get it from this trend line. It just so happens to be that's where it's meeting now. But that target of 23.75 I got from my GFC percentage move down back here during the GFC. I'll move it over. This is about $21 over here, and it came down to $9 during the GFC, which was just over 50%. And so percentage wise, it's about the same from this peak here down to about 23.75. It's the same move as the GFC move, 50% just over retracement. And so that's why I had the target. Now, it turns out now that trend line is lining up right up to those numbers. So there's a few factors now weighing in on that price that may become a magnet for silver. Now, why do I say it's looking bearish? Well, short term, we've got what could be a double top, but it's more than that. Okay, we've got big rejections from these levels, around the 32.50 area, those sort of numbers. That if you look back in the chart, this area of the chart was a key line in the sand. As it came up through it, it was resistance, but then that resistance turned into support that allowed it to, you could even call this sort of a rough hit as well, a bit of support here. That then allowed it to go to 50, came back down, double or triple bottomed here. 1, 2, 3, massive support here, came down. You can call that another hit as well, matching the trend line. So this area here is just really was massive support for silver. And now, as we know, the old adage, support becomes resistance. It's now trying 1, 2 times to get through it. I dare say it has more probability of failing on the way down. So what I would love to see is it to come down to 25 to 23.75 and form a better base, because obviously everyone's going to, if it goes down that far, I think the silver story will be over, and that's when you want to be buying. I am actually short from 32.12 last night because I woke up in the middle of the night and saw a big rejection here on this candle. A big rejection in this key zone. That's what we call like a pin candle, and it turns out it didn't behave that well at the beginning, but it eventually did, really have a big sell down, and it's done it here as well, here as well. If you look at the smaller time frames, it really is. It was support here, and then came down. So this is a key level for silver, is basically what I'm trying to say, and I can't see anything to get excited about unless you're on the short side of this, but it does mean that we're probably going to come down to this $23.75 number, which I've mentioned. And if we do hit that area, I will be the first to start waving the flags. It's time to start seriously thinking about loading up the truck, so to speak. So that's my analysis of the market. We're sort of in no man's land at the moment. With 23.75 as a downside target. We want to see sort of say 32.50 to 33 hold for a few days if we want to get bullish about this. Otherwise, we're just sort of stagnating, in this little range that we're in. But for me, it's downside bias with small chance of any major rally here. So that's it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.